When Germans get a cold, they behave very different than other nationalities, especially than Guatemalans, I would say, and probably the rest of the world. In this video, we'll explore the 5 weird things that my German wife does when she is sick. So stick around if you want to know what they are. Hey, I'm Jen, and I'm from Guatemala.
And I'm Yvonne, and I'm German.
And together we're from simplegermany.com, where we help expats settle into life in Germany more
Smoothly.
So we are still in winter when you're watching this video. If you're in the future and it's summer, then probably winter has passed. But anyways, the point being is that this is a time where people usually get sick. And because of that, we want to share with you what Germans do to overcome this sickness.
Well, a cold, wa?
A cold, yeah, let's clarify, a cold. So we want to share with you what Germans do to overcome the cold, because when you get a cold in Germany, you might think that you will do what you used to do at home and then realize, oh, either the medicine is not available or I don't understand what others are telling me I should be doing and whatnot. So that is why we're doing this video. Look at her face, she's not happy.
Actually, we're just doing this video because she wants to make fun of me publicly. That is the reason why we're doing this video. And I have said, okay.
No, also to share like the weird things you actually do, because she even wrote in the script that I am allowed to say that some of them are medically backed and the other are just probably superstitious. And I would say from the 5 things that we will mention, I would argue that all Germans do at least one of them when they're sick.
Probably.
Yeah. So and you argue that all Germans know all of them, but they just don't do it.
Maybe 4 out of 5.
Oh, 4 out of 5. Okay, so let's start with number 1 on our list, and that is inhaling. So please talk about it a little bit more.
So this is a medically sound argument that that I am providing here. Obviously, when you have a cold, what usually happens is that your sinuses, they become very dry and they swell, right? And in winter, it often happens because of the dry air and the heating air inside buildings and all that kind of stuff. So inhaling is very important to rehumidify your sinuses and loosen whatever swelling you have for that to go away faster.
Okay, and for that, we will show you the device we have here in front of us, the things already lined up.
So this is my beautiful inhaling device. Very, very sexy, which you can open like this.
We should put like stickers on here or something to make it even cooler. Yeah, please continue.
So you can open it like this, and then you put hot water in here. It doesn't need to be boiling, but it needs to be hot enough. And then you usually put something like this. This is not a brand sponsorship. None of this video is brand sponsored. It's just what we use, what I use.
What you use, I would say, yeah.
And this is like a, I would say like eucalyptus and stuff or something is in here that obviously aids the airways.
It's very minty when you
and you put like 10 drops in here, and then you close it, and then you already have this beautiful video of me that she recorded while I was actually sick. And you just go.
And you pretty much do that until the water cools down. So I have done that when I've been sick, just because obviously I'm influenced by this beautiful woman next to me. And I would say for me at the beginning, it feels like my head is, like my internal sinuses are burning.
Because it's too hot for you, probably.
Too hot for me. So I need for it to cool down a little bit, and then I'm able to do some inhaling. And I would say out of all the weird things, this one I have enjoyed the most.
There you go.
Number 2 on our list is drinking tea.
Well, that is, I would say, not just a German thing. However, I would argue...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, please go ahead.
Okay. So I would argue that we go a step further. And it's not just any tea that we drink, but I would say I usually, and I would say the majority, because otherwise they wouldn't be for sale, we drink medical teas. So medical teas,
that's what I was going to say.
There are different kind of medical teas. This one is here Hals- und Rachen-Tee. So this is like for a sore throat and, a sore throat, which is usually obviously happens when your sinuses are clogged, because then it drips here down into your throat. And this one is fantastic because it's not very yummy, but it helps.
Yeah, so I would say, like these teas, if you go to a Drogeriemarkt, which is either DM or Rossmann, are the 2 very popular brands in Germany, there is a whole section of just medical teas, which is crazy. There's medical teas for everything. Even if your eyeball is itching, I'm pretty sure you can have a medical tea for that.
Yeah, no.
That's my favorite joke.
But
but wait, I wanted to also give to that of course I would say drinking tea while you're sick is not like super, oh my God, different, but drinking medical tea while you're sick, that's what I think is different.
And the national sport is actually, whether you're sick or not, is the famous fresh ginger and lemon tea.
This one I like. This one I enjoy very much. And that's super easy. You boil some water, put some lemon drops. Well, I would say the whole lemon.
The whole lemon.
Yeah, with some pieces of ginger, you let it boil, and you have your very delicious tea. Some even put honey in it.
Yeah. However, I would argue the honey, it closes off your throat. So the honey is very good because it's anti-inflammatory. But the honey, you need to take it separate from anything else because the ginger cannot do its magic in your throat because the honey will close it off.
Wow,
so it's
see, like
either
she has a
or.
whole science
Like what you
behind
can
it.
do is you can like take a spoonful of honey before you go to bed and just let that really like linger in your throat.
Wow, I didn't know you were so like scientific about your whole process here. I'm impressed at the moment. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and of course, if you don't have this tea, sage tea is also a very popular one.
Yes. Ooh, I love sage tea. I love fresh sage leaves in tea. And that is usually done with honey, but you have to take them separately. Or if you don't have fresh sage, the famous Ricola.
Apparently that's how they do it in the commercial.
Yes.
I have no idea.
Which is Swiss, but...
Yeah, but I would say I didn't know this was like so popular in Germany, really. Everyone knows, I think, that commercial and everyone knows what Ricola is.
And obviously they have them in all flavors, but the sage one, sage flavor is my go-to option when I'm sick, I have a cold, I have a sore throat. That's like the best.
So I would say out of those, like I mentioned, I like the ginger, the sage tea. I also like it, and I like to suck on these Ricola thingies. They taste nice. Okay, which leads to thing number 3 that you do when you're sick, and that I would say is not medically backed up, and that is sleeping with a scarf.
You mean this one?
Yes, that is your sick scarf. Yes, exactly. Like, why do you do that? Oh, yeah. See, it even feels like you're getting choked. So can you explain to me why you do this?
Can I still talk?
Yeah, you can still recording.
So I do this because it makes me feel like I'm protecting my throat from possible cold air because we do sleep with the window open even when I'm sick.
Which I would argue close the window, right?
No, it's just, keeps the throat warm, keeps everything warm, also like the muscle, because everything is connected in a way, right?
Okay. So I feel like I choke with that, so I never sleep with a scarf. And we even have a friend who she sleeps with a scarf, whether she's sick or not. Whether it's summer or not, she always sleeps with a scarf. Germans, how many of you sleep with a scarf on, A, when you're sick, or B, just because you like sleeping with a scarf? And is there really medical proof that actually helps, or is it just
I have no idea.
Superstition?
I have no knowledge that I can base on here.
Maybe there's a doctor watching this and can tell us whether this is helpful or not. Number 4, for me personally, when I first saw you do this, I was like, what are you doing to yourself? And it's the nose shower. And I will have to be honest, I tried to do this once and it was like the most uncomfortable, disgusting experience I've had in my life when I've been sick. And I wasn't even successful at it. I didn't even do it properly. Please show your nose shower machine.
I'm so sorry, but I understand that this is the weirdest thing for you.
Yes.
And I would argue that, so my brother-in-law, he also has one because his doctor prescribed him one, but he doesn't use it. So here my question is, first of all, beautiful people in Germany, how many of you have heard of it? How many have used one?
I feel that's a lot of questions.
And how many actually like it like I do?
You actually like it?
I enjoy it very much.
Show your machine.
So this is the nose shower. Yes, it looks a bit awkward. You can twist this little thingy. You can also put it in, and then you have to take it out. And you can open the top. And then again, you put hot water in it. Not too hot because you don't want to burn yourself, but also not too cold. Okay. So just like nice warm water. And then after you have the nice warm water, you have something that is called, it is medical nose shower salt.
Whoa, okay.
It says this, Medizinprodukt, Nasenspülsalz.
Yeah. See, okay.
And this obviously open and you put into the warm water. Then you close it off very tight. And then you shake it to mix the salt in the warm water. And so you have this little hole here. It's all about like pressure. I think it's physics that the system is, yeah? So it's all about like pressure. So you have to close the hole and then you open so that the water, the moment you lift your finger, comes out here. And then you have another beautiful video of me you took when I was actually sick.
Yes.
Where you can see how it works. Because, you literally just put it here, lift your finger, and the pressure, you have to obviously tilt forward. The pressure sends the water up through the one nose hole, and then up here goes down, and it comes out from the other.
Wow. So I managed to do all of it until I put it in my nose and I released the pressure and I just felt water shooting up and it fell down from the same. It became a hot mess in a very short amount of time. I was like, no. It was very
you have to open your mouth because only when you open your mouth, you actually close you close the whatever it is behind your nose because obviously it's all connected. So because you can breathe in, right? but you have to close off the connection from your mouth, from your nose, so that the water runs out of the other hole and not goes down into your throat.
I couldn't do it. Anyway, so please let us know, do you enjoy it and have you done it?
And it is medically sound. This is very medical sound. It's the same as inhaling. You have to rehydrate pretty much your sinuses and the little hairs and the tissue and everything that goes up in there. And with the salt, of course, also people gargle with salt.
You gargle as well?
Also other people.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's disinfecting and anti-inflammatory and stuff. So after I do the nose, I actually gargle also in my throat with salt.
Okay, super cool, very interesting. Thanks for sharing. Number 5 on the list, I would say it's not the weirdest, but I would say I personally don't do it, even though this is obviously medically recommended, and is to sleep. Sleep. And you actually do sleep like the whole day.
Sleep is the best medicine.
Yeah, that's what you say, and I've heard other people say it.
That's what my mama said.
That's what your mama said. And I personally cannot sleep when I'm sick, even though I try to, right? So for me, it's really just much laying on the couch and watching TV. But you actually do sleep like for 2-3 days.
Which goes into the point of Germans actually take off when they have, not if it's a baby cold, but if it's like a heavy cold, we take off and we rest our bodies. And as you have noticed in this video, we have not talked about one single chemical medical product. I don't know why.
That's what I was going to point out. Just to be sassy.
Exactly, just to make this even more fun than it already is. And we don't take medicine really unless it's something more than a cold. And we just give our body the time and the additional means to recover faster and heal.
That is exactly what I wanted to point out in this video, that throughout the years that we've been sick, I've also adapted, not to the extent of doing everything that Ivan does, right? But also when you go to the doctor and they give you a prescription for medicine, rarely is a chemical-based medicine. Like I think I mentioned in another video, I once had a doctor give me umkaloabo, which is actually based off an African root. So everything is very plant-based, I would say, to fight the cold. Because again, of course, it makes sense. The best way to beat the cold is to rest. And usually it takes 7 days or a week to recover fully. And that's the cool thing about Germany, because you have the chance to take the 7 days off, or the 5 days if you work from Monday to Friday, to rest and give your chance to overcome this, which, for example, in Guatemala, we don't have that luxury, right? So you most likely need to push through the cold. And for that, you take like very heavy medicine that makes you drowsy in the evening and like give you extra stamina during the day, just to be able to overcome it and be able to work as you are sick, which is not cool, right?
Yeah, but it's just a fake. It makes your body think that you're fine, but you're not. So you actually like push the cold even harder. And then in German, you would say eine verschleppte Erkältung, because then you carry it on and like down like a few weeks later, it comes back even stronger, and then it's actually dangerous.
And then it's dangerous. I totally agree. So I would say, getting over a cold in Germany, it's very plant-based. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is not just to make fun of Ivan. I would never do that to you in public. This is really just to share the experience of how Germans overcome a cold. You might be wondering, how do I actually get the chance to rest for getting over a cold? Well, that is one of the amazing benefits of living in Germany, is because there's an excellent healthcare system. We share with you the 8 things I didn't know about the healthcare system in Germany, and the video that you can see next. Until next time, cheers!